The drama's here. I've been waiting to do Connecticut stories forever. Let me do a disclaimer first. Montreal, my city. The views and opinions expressed by Moon Chaser and his guests is solely that of them and does not reflect on McGill University or CKUT.
No.
Now this morning, my good friend Clarence, Mr. Cool, Mr. Rhythm and Brunch, Vita for a long time. He's like, yo, my cousin in Connecticut. You gotta link up with my cousin in Connecticut. I didn't know he was from Bridgeport. Because if you know the Moon Chaser story, I've been doing the road to Connecticut for 10 years. I went down there deep, 89, 91, drove through Springfield, Basketball Hall of Fame, went to Hartford. Let me give you guys this one before I get bringing my boy here, major producer. The first time I went down, you remember we used to have sidekicks?
Oh yeah, remember that. Sidekick 3.
Canada didn't have it like that.
Ooh,
but if you had it, you had it. I
still got my 3.
See, the youngins don't even know the sidekicks. You guys ever seen the phones they used to flip over the screen? Look at it like, he talking Chinese. I had the sidekick on me. I got to Connecticut. You know you get tricked, right? Because there's 2 Springfields. There's one in Massachusetts. That's not the one you want to go to. You want to go past the one in Connecticut. Mm-hmm. I get to Connecticut, and my cell phone died. And the two-way died. But I think I scribbled the number somewhere there. Mm-hmm. I pulled up in front of the depiner. Well, we call depiner here, you know, the corner. The corner store. Ooh, yeah. I pulled up the corner store, and I promise you not, I had to ask somebody for their phone.
Right.
I had to ask somebody for their phone. Imagine being 20 years old, from Montreal, first time in Hartford, Connecticut, and ask somebody for their phone.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
I hopped out. I said, listen, brothers, man. I'm from Montreal, man. My phone died. I'm trying to check Shorty. Can I use the phone?
Right.
Real quick. They let me use the phone. Everything was beautiful. They took me to a party one time in the hills. I can't remember where it was. I'm from Montreal. We used to have a place in Montreal called Tiffany's.
Right.
Let me do. And the reason I bring up Tiffany's because I think Tiffany's will be one of the dance hall spots in Montreal that all Montrealers can agree with me that unanimously it was turned up. Yeah. Everyone's had a good night at Tiffany's. You know what I mean? I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to offend nobody. So we in the club. I'm with Shorty, and it's just me and a whole bunch of college chicks. And this is like a hood party in Woodbridge, in the hills. Beer man's them. I was gonna say the N-word, but it's Black History Month. I'm a spokesperson.
Yeah.
I gotta represent.
You gotta represent.
Beer man's them. There is stripper poles in the club. This is 18 years ago. It's not right now. Sexy Random was out right yet. So to see stripper poles in the club is crazy.
Yeah, no, there's certain clubs like that. Now I understand. It's not like that out here?
No!
But them times?
Those
18
times?
Years ago?
Yeah, they're very different.
So me, I'm like, I'm by myself. This is going out. Then all the, I guess they're football players. I don't know what it is. They start taking their shirts off in the club.
Yeah. Hey.
The mans have no shirts on. There's at least 400 people there.
Hey.
How that night ended, some other chicks pulled a knife on the chicks I was with. Then we ended up on a high-speed chase, swerving down the hills.
Whoa.
Then we ended up, and you can concur on this, the West Indian spot is another party spot.
Oh, yeah. The West Indian social club. West Indian social club in Hartford.
What is going on in Connecticut? It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get some goat and some white rice, please.
I've been there.
If you have a fresh packet, I'll take it. And the parking lot looks like the ending part of Tip Drill. It's the thong song in the corner. It's a party.
He's literally on the spot on.
Montreal, my city. If you've never been to Bridgeport, Connecticut, if you've never been to Connecticut as a whole, you are cheating yourself. It's Black History Month. We have to connect with our other brothers across the way. We have to connect with our brothers around. So this morning, you know, I call him Kuza. You know, we got to bring in family in the building.
Of course.
We got to bring, you know. He called himself a producer, but Vita, I feel like he's a little bit more than that. Producerskoopz is in the building. If you guys don't know, Producerskoopz is a music producer and A&R from Bridgeport, Connecticut, with 20 years of experience. I appreciate you, brother, for all your years that you've dedicated to hip-hop, to black culture, uplifting, the transition of it. So, you've made hits across hip-hop, R&B, Afrobeats, and pop.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you versatile. Known for his mastery of the art of sampling, his sound draws inspiration from icons like Kanye, Pharrell, Timbaland, J Dilla, and Just Blaze J Dilla. That's a real dude.
Oh, yeah, you know that.
He's also an active creator, showcasing his unique production style through his own projects like Blends, available on all streaming platforms. On top of his production work, Producerskoopz owns the Hub Production Studio Vita in Bridgeport, a space dedicated to helping up-and-coming artists develop their sound and launch their careers. This morning, much of my city, straight out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. 89 to the 91. Only the real ones, though. And then we hit the 95, go MIA, yo. But
9 to 5, you know?
I live in Story. Producerskoopz in the middle. How you doing, King?
Hey, how you doing? Thank you for having me, for real.
This has been a long time coming.
That introduction was amazing. Oh, man, I really appreciate it. Yeah, no, the introduction was, it made me feel like home in Montreal, in your city. Montreal, your city.
Montreal, my city. Let me tell you something. Your cousin has hyped you up.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Your cousin hyped you up, man. But the minute I met Clarence, yo, it was just a kinship. Yeah. And it was crazy. And show you, it's Black History Month. There's no hate. I was co-hosting an R&B podcast. Okay. I was no longer going to do it no more. Mm-hmm. He was my replacement. Okay. So when he replaced me, a few shows in, we did a show together, Kinship.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember those times. Yeah.
That's my brother, man. We've done so much since then. So let's go into you. 20 years in hip-hop.
Yes, sir.
You worked across various genres like hip-hop, R&B, Afrobeats, and pop. How do you keep your sound fresh while staying true to your roots, especially with your heavy influence from legends like Kanye, Pharrell, and J Dilla?
To be honest, like Kanye, Pharrell, you know, rest in peace, J Dilla, but Kanye, Pharrell, they're always innovative, you know what I mean? Like, every album is different, you know what I mean? They normally use their imagination and draw inspiration from whatever they draw inspiration from. So just being in Montreal, being able to travel and all that, and also connecting with, like, the younger generation, like, that's coming up right now, like, with the new sounds. Hip-hop is always evolving. Hip-hop is always changing. Hip-hop is in country music. Hip-hop is in Afrobeats. Hip-hop is literally everywhere. So as long as hip-hop grows, I'm growing as well. So that's how I keep myself current.
See, Claire's been leaving out some information. I did not know you was a sample king. I love a sample. We need to sit down. I need some more intro.
Yeah. I'm really good. I'm really big on sampling because, like, that's what I grew up on.
Where do you go to find it? Because, like, you know, one of the videographers and producers of the show, Joe Black, he's just mega engineer, and he has a lot of old vinyls.
Yes.
Where do you get your samples from? Where's the inspiration coming from?
So I did inherit a lot of vinyls, like, you know what I mean? He kind of like was my mentor at that time, my boy Izzy, you know what I mean? Shout out to my boy producer Izzy. Yeah. He taught me everything I know about making beats and everything. So his pops would, you know, his dad would give us like vinyls, like, you know what I mean? Just to like keep us out the streets, like keep us like really grounded and stuff like that. So I definitely have vinyls, and I definitely invested in my own like turntable to like kind of sample whatever, like whenever I want to sample. But also, like, we do live in a digital age now, so like, you know, we scrolling through YouTube, you know what I mean? I could literally get some old compa, some jazz, some new look, you know what I mean? I can go get that, you know what I mean? So like, as long as I keep myself fresh, current, you know what I mean, like, and just continue to go to different record shops and just to keep myself like grounded when it comes to like the new samples. And nowadays, like, everyone is sampling, so it's kind of hard to find like a unique one, but you have like producers like Alchemist and things like that, like where Alchemist and Hit Boy. Right now, Hit Boy is one of my like, you know, inspirations. So like the way that they sample now, and like Griselda, of course, like they're still finding those samples, so it keeps you like, you know what I mean? It keeps you inspired to like find new samples that people haven't like, you know, used.
You know, it's crazy you say that. I was just about to segue to that. Like, how do you make sure your samples feel both timeless and innovative?
It's a feel. Well, I make music with feeling. You know what I mean? Like, all my music, all my songs are like, I have to feel it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what makes it timeless. So like, okay, if this song gives you a happy feeling, like whenever you feel happy, it makes you. It's you know what I mean? You throw it on, like, and also like for me, like, music is a time machine. You know what I mean? I could listen to Ludacris and feel like I'm back in 2003, 106 in Park. You know what I mean? Like, that's the time machine. It's music. It's our only time machine.
106 in Park.
Like, you know. So yeah.
No, that's how you do things, man. You're also involved in the community. You've got the Hub Production Studio in Bridgeport, which is all about giving up and coming artists platforms to grow. Mm-hmm. What's your process for identifying talent? Like, how do you find the guys? Who do you think is the best person to be a part of the Hub Production Studio? What is kind of your vetting process?
All right, well, with the Hub Production Studios, I created this. Well, I didn't really create it. I have it's pretty much 6 of us. Mm-hmm. So I have 5 other business owners.
A collective.
Yeah, it's a collective of us, man. Shout out to the Hub, man, in Bridgeport. We all, from the area, whether we're from New York or whatever, but we definitely dedicated our time and invested our money into a space to put on for the up and coming artists. You know what I mean? Because like the younger generation may not know where to go for beats, or may not know or have access to this mic and this equipment. You know what I mean? So we provide that for them. And we definitely try to bring back to our community. That's pretty much what the Hub Production Studio is really about right now. And we're still growing, we're still building, we're still producing music. All of the owners in the Hub Studio, we all have like our own motion. We all producers, audio engineers, except for my boy Neek. But he has a single. He's coming out with his own single.
Neek's like, I'm not producing.
The boss man Neek. You know what I mean?
The city should have somewhere that these young kids could go.
Yes.
And, really get their art out there.
Right.
And execute properly in safe places.
Yeah, because that's pretty much the role that I really want to take on now. I'm 33, so I've been in the game for 20 years. I've really been doing it, so now it's really time for me to utilize my resources for them. It's really for the next generation, because I just want to chill. I want to get the money.
Yeah, you want to
chill. But they got the energy right now, so you got to let them go. Because I remember when I was in my early 20s, you couldn't tell me to stop. I was going, what I mean? You can't tell me to stop now, but
Bitch boy!
You feel what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something. You're not just creating music, you're also shaping careers and impacting the culture. How do you balance kind of being a producer, an A&R, a mentor? And what's your ultimate vision for the future of black music, especially in today's industry and landscape?
I feel like right now it's very tricky to balance it out. Sometimes I'm in audio engineering mode. Sometimes I'm in production mode. But for the most part, that like right now I'm in production mode. I'm trying to come out with different EPs to showcase my production style and to literally network me as a music producer for people who haven't discovered me yet. You know what I mean? So just tapping in with the younger generation, I feel like that'll definitely help me out a lot. Especially with the sounds that are evolving with my, old school flavor. Yeah. Not really old school, but my flavor.
Yo, you're still young. You're younger than me and Vita. You're still young.
No, I'm chilling. Yeah. I'm chilling right now. I'm right there. I'm cool. I'm unk right now. Big bro.
A coworker called me that the other day, and I got slightly offended.
Nah, you can't, bro.
And he called me that in French. He said, "Yo, tonton Yan." I said, "That's a whole lot." I know I got a few great years. I know I got a few grades, but that still look good. Goddamn, tonton Yan.
I'm big bro, man. I do what I need to do, and also the people around me, they definitely keep me grounded, and they keep, especially my cousin Clarence, man. Shout out to Mr. Cool, man. 9208 Rhythm and Brunch. I have people like him to really keep me grounded and organized. All right, this month we focus on this month we focus on that, all for the greater good. You know what I mean? Because he has his branch in the States too, 9208. So we just making moves 100%. But as far as Black History Month, man, as long as we just spread the positivity, man, you know what I mean? It's already hard for us. We can't beat ourselves up, man. You know what I mean? So spread love, man. That's all it's about. Let
the people know your IG, how they can hook up with you, the Hub Production. You have everything going on. You'll make the song, you'll write the song, you'll engineer the song, you'll market the song. Let's go.
Right now I have Blends out right now. Blends, the EP featuring my boy Gogo. It's my introduction to Afrobeats. Before this project, I came out with Contagious, which is more of a house, Kaytranada vibe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I'm going to jump into the R&B bag, and then I'm going to jump into a little bit of reggaeton, and then a little bit so each one of my EPs is a series. It's a series of sounds. You know what I mean? So for the people who get to know me. But you can find me at Producerskoopz on everything. Producerskoopz, SKOOPZ. On everything, the Hub Production Studios as well. So, yeah, man, tune in. I'm networking in Montreal, man. It's your city. I'm in it. What's up?
Shout out to Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yes, sir.
Now you do things, man. Yo, listen. Till this day, I don't know how I'm going to find it. There used to be a guy named Maurice that used to work at the IHOP.
Yeah.
Near the college. great service.
Maurice.
It's like if you've been to the States and you've been, even though Denny's is racist, but if you've been to Denny's, if you've been to Waffle House,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you've been to
Waffle
IHOP,
House. Yes, sir.
You have to look at Shakora differently.
Yeah.
What's the other one? All of them.
Yeah.
You have to look at them. If I can't get a stack of buttermilk pancakes,
Yes, that's a fact.
come on, man.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Where can I get a good stacks of buttermilk pancakes here in your city?
That's a good question. You shaking your head? He can't go to Universal.
Yeah, actually,
Come on, put me on. I'm new. I'm
He
new
can't go
here.
to Universal. Someone's gonna put something in the comment.
not even Patino.
No, not Patinos. It won't be Patinos.
I
Shout out
need
to
something.
Patinos.
Give me
no,
like 2.
you know what? Maybe Cafe Orange. Orange
Gee.
Cafe. Orange Cafe might have it. Cafe Orange next to Villa Mario Macho.
You heard it first.
Cafe Orange. Well, you bougie, so it's different.
Oh.
Yo, listen, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show, Mr. Morning Detour.
Thank you.
You know how we do things. Keep it locked. It's Black History Month. Black Excellence. The
Yes, sir.
movie.
Yes, sir.
The Morning Detour on CKUT.